I'm in the back seat of a black diesel Blazer with my two younger sisters. Dad is driving, Mom is navigating. It's July 1987, and we're driving through the Mojave Desert to San Diego to visit Dad's family, the California Babines, and it's our first major travel together as a family, and we're learning the peculiarities and practicalities of what this kind of movement means. I'm 8, Christy is 6, Kim is 4. We don't have air conditioning because Dad just had the engine rebuilt, and since it was still getting broken in, he's worried about the Blazer overheating, and in the middle of the Mojave Desert, in temperatures past 100 degrees Fahrenheit and probably closer to 110 degrees. And so, we try to make do with the windows rolled down. From an 8-year-old view, there is nothing to see. The world empty and spreading out beyond sight to a place where you're not sure if it's a mirage or real. It is intensely miserable. The kind of misery that melts animosity between small girls who would prefer not to be sitting so close to each other, little legs imprinted with the rough cloth of the back seat, sticky skin scorched by metal seat belts that still somehow emotionally mark the 1980s on my skin, bickering over which two of the three would get to use the two red tape players, who had to sit in the middle seat, and, "She's touching me! No, I'm not! Yes, you are!" We like telling stories of how my sisters and I made up our own games on trips like these. There was the standard license plate game, which was always a little more fun when we hit national parks or stayed on Air Force bases, which is where we usually found Alaska and Hawaii. Once we got all 50 states, our reward was ice cream. I suspect we would have gotten ice cream anyway. Over the years, my sisters and I invented the quote game, which mostly consisted of somebody picking a movie, like The Princess Bride, and the first one not to be able to come up with a quote lost. Have fun storming the castle. Anybody want a peanut? As you wish. The first ones were easy, but once you got the easy ones out of the way, the quotes got more obscure, and the game got harder. I was from a land of lakes and trees, so deserts were a curiosity. Petrified forest and Four Corners, where we could stand in 4 states at once, and Mesa Verde, where we dipped into the coolness of kivas and thrilled at what it would be like to live in that place and time. But on days like this, when little girls are too hot to even argue, the vast open landscape is not interesting. It is simply space to move through en route to somewhere else. When we finally drive into Needles, California, our suffering is rewarded with Dairy Queen, where I still remember how the 40-degree change in temperature from outside to inside made me a little nauseous. Even now, I can still feel that knowledge in my body, my belly, that memory, that place.